Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Very excited for today. We are all coming together to discuss The Right Move by Liz Tomforde, the Swoony Readers Book Club pick for the month of October. Oh, yeah. So before we jump into everything, I will let everyone introduce themselves and maybe say what their rating was for the book while we wait for people to hop in the comments.
Perfect.
Good.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dana. My channel on YouTube is Dana Ella, and you can find me on Instagram at Dana Ella Reads. I gave this, Goodreads says I gave it 5 stars. My heart says I gave it 17,000 bazillion stars. If that says anything.
Love that.
Yeah.
Karina?
Oh, hi. I'm Karina. I'm on Bookstagram. She Dreams in Words. I love this so much. An easy 5 stars. Definitely the most I've highlighted in a book. And it's just, so dreamy. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Nikki.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Nikki. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Nikki's Bookish Coven. And I gave this infinity stars. This is fantastic. I absolutely love this one. I'm so glad we continued on.
Yes.
So there's that.
And I'm Kehlani from Kehlani Simply Me. You can find me on both YouTube and Instagram under the same name. And I also loved it! 5 stars. I'm just so excited that this was a win for everybody and that we all loved it so much because literally perfection.
Oh, screaming.
Right? Hi, Amanda. Still reading the book.
Oh.
Hi, Liz. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Christy.
Hello to everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Liz T is killing the game. Can we talk about the fact that I've been saying her last name wrong forever?
Well, who's saying it wrong?
I know
This time or last time?
I don't know. Which one is right? Is it Tomforde?
I don't know.
So the first in Mile High, they say Liz Tomforde.
Yeah.
And then this one, they said Liz Tomforde.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe the first one.
Yeah, me too, because I liked Liz Tomforde better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 40 just, what's happening?
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. As soon as you said it, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, literally, when it first started, I was like, lies. And then when it ended, thank you for,
she did it.
Yeah. Again. And I was like, again with the lies. That's really her name. I don't know. But
I guess we should
We should figure that out.
We have to know when we send her our edible arrangement.
The edible arrangement.
Right.
But normally the audiobook tells you like that you can trust.
Wait.
Yeah.
And
Gotta get a
Now we're confused.
Obviously, somebody didn't catch one or the other because one of them is wrong.
Somebody did something wrong.
You had one job. Hi, Amber, 5 stars.
Yay.
Love it.
28% and loving it.
There will be spoilers. Just so you know.
Yeah, there can be lots of spoilers.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tara. Also, I just found out Madison and Logan have their own duet series, and now I have to have them. I want to get caught up too. We'll probably get the Kindle versions. Yeah, they're not available though. For some reason,
we talked about that last time, and they're not, unfortunately. Hopefully, she's like re-releasing.
I hope.
Maybe since there's been such success with Windy City, maybe she's gonna re-release Logan and Madison. It'd be cool if they did Logan and Madison, and then Ethan and his wife, kind of just Andy, something.
I thought it was Annie.
Annie,
One of them.
It'd be cool if she kind of just released the little married couples that you find through there.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to never leave this world because obviously she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing.
She knows. She's the people's champ, honestly.
Truly.
Yeah.
Another 5 stars. Friends, this is a win all the way around.
All the way around.
This was fantastic.
You chose some hard hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna.
I really like this
a lot,
book, but
yeah.
not sure if this happened to anyone else. But every time he called her Blue, I just kept thinking of the movie Old School when it was named Boy Blue. Oh man,
That did not happen to me, but
I
that's
was
hilarious.
my feet. I was like,
Yeah. Every time he said blue, I mean, the
literally,
perfection.
it had its own tab color in here. So
Exactly, and thankfully mine was blue. How
yeah,
lucky
I'm
did I
so
get with
sorry
that?
about
Amazing.
spoilers are okay with me. It will prepare me for what's to come. Perfect. I thought it was so funny and would die laughing. See, I loved when he called her Blue. That was one of the most. See, I feel like Liz Tomforde does nicknames so well because in the last one, also swooning.
Yeah.
swooning.
Wow.
Right back. I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, well then I'll hold off on the question because I was just about to jump into the first question, but we'll wait
Yeah,
until he gets back.
Oh.
But I feel like
Maybe?
at this point, Liz Tomforde could also write my grocery list, and I would freaking read it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I truly cannot wait to see just like, I mean, obviously, like I never want to leave Windy City, and if she wants to forever write like, like Anna Huang, how it's like twisted, and then like Kings of City is still in the same like world. If she wants to do that until the day I die, I'll be happy with it. But anything that she ventures out with, like
It's
after
fine.
this, like
I will have it.
she's officially auto-buy. Like,
Yeah, for real.
I don't have to ask a question. No questions, comments, or concerns. I will just buy it. Like
Just swoons.
yeah.
I
It'll
also
be
feel like she really set up my love and adoration even more in this book for Rio.
Oh, I know.
screaming.
I love that we got to see a lot of him.
Screaming.
I
Me
know.
too. I feel very confident that he will get a book.
Well,
Like I
this
think
one, she's
Or
been
a
setting it up.
spin-off. Yeah.
She's been setting it up. And
oh,
even
no, she's been setting it up, and even when she mentions like he just needs a little more maturing. I think it was to let us know that like it's coming.
Mhm.
Not next, but it's
coming.
And I feel like that was like our stay calm, sis. Like, you know, because
Foreshadowing.
I got you.
yeah, and you know what? In Liz Tomforde /Tomforde, we trust. I know she's got us.
Tomforde. How about we?
I'm sorry for me too. I'm meal prepping, but listening will be slow on the chat. No worries. Take your time.
Yeah, we're just glad you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you cooking? Because I'm a terrible meal prepper. Like literally the worst. So I would love to know what you do. Love this book so much.
Yeah. So happy to hear it.
There's just like such a joyous feeling when like everybody loves the book you love. Like,
I'm just glad.
Honestly.
It's like had such, high.
These are two highs. Well, one middle for Nikki and then high. You know? We went from here to here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. The 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have high hopes for
Instantly.
product. So
Oh, me too.
Oh
It's
gosh.
not even like
Mr. Cairo.
it's not even like you gave Mile High like a 1 star. It just wasn't like a new fave,
Right.
but like
Yeah.
this one definitely
one-
just like
I was telling the girls last night that like I already have my favorite top books of the year. Like a series and a singular book are tied. There's no competition there. But this one comes in second.
Oh,
So
it's
so good.
So good.
it's there.
I'm obsessed with this series too, and I feel like I need to read all of her books. Same.
Yay.
I really didn't think it was possible to like this more than Mile High, but it did. It did come
Really
I loved Mile High, but this one is light years
next level.
more.
Mhm.
Yeah. It tapped into the to
It
everything.
was in your DNA.
It was literally in my DNA. It was made for. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
40 wrote it for me.
I loved Reno. I thought he was so funny. He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So cutie, so
Loved
funny.
him.
There's that line where he was like, Stevie needs to take a back seat because I'm your new best friend for what I just did for you.
He said, "This is top spot. It's me." Okay. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I thought Blue was so funny too. She was like sunshine. Yeah.
she was a sunshine character for sure.
Another 5-star.
Wow.
Screaming.
Hi, Lord.
Amazing.
Thanks for joining. Mile High just hold a special place in my heart for the diversity of the couples. Right Move is my second, although they both gave 5 stars, and Caught Up was 4.
Wow.
4 is still good. 4 is still good.
Yeah, that's still really good. And I'm excited.
Very excited.
I'm so excited.
Mr. Ooh.
Mr. Kai. I haven't read Mile High, but I will now that I really like this one. Yay! I'm glad you did that.
I hope you like it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. The introduction to Ryan Shea in Mile High is so good. Like, he had us by a chokehold from Mile High.
Yeah,
So,
it's a side character.
when that came through, I was like, oh. I said,
Yeah. So good.
From what I've read so far, I adore Indy, and she's so funny. The way she gets stuck in Ryan's head is great.
Yeah.
He's like the epitome of like the most thoughtful, understanding, compassionate man.
Mm.
I'm obsessed.
Perfect.
Among other things, we aren't even talk about him in the bedroom. We won't even get there.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
We'll get there. Coffee had me dying when Rio told her.
Oh gosh.
You know how bad the coffee was?
That was funny.
And she did.
And then she immediately did. All right. Well, let's jump into our first question. So we're talking about characters. Least favorite and favorite characters. Did I spell that right?
Yeah.
Favorite and least favorite.
gotta be Alex.
Oh.
Like, you know, there wasn't like the toxic parents in this one, you know, or like the terrible like it was Alex. Just
And her friend.
The only villain.
But like that whole Alex and the friend group.
Yeah.
For sure. Just
favorite.
Ryan Shea.
Question one.
But I love Indy too.
I love Indy.
Yeah, Indy is great.
I can't chase it.
She was like very strong on her own as well. Even though she had time like being in a relationship with other people, like she was very strong on her own. And then Ryan just like lifted her up.
Yeah, I was saying it was beautiful
for each other.
Yeah. It was beautiful for her to show him like how to be around people and for him to show her how to not.
Yeah, how to put herself first.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Oh, love. Okay. Did you enjoy the side characters? Were they necessary to the plot?
Absolutely.
To both. Rio, especially.
Yeah. Rio top tier guy.
And still getting like Stevie and Xander's. Oh,
yeah.
So cute.
Even the little glimpses with Dom, like how he's like such a ladies' man.
Oh,
but like how it's like, because I could see her using him somewhere down the road as well, like with being like such a ladies' man, but just keeps talking about like, well, now I think maybe I want somebody at home, and how he like takes his mom with him places.
Oh,
like I was like, stop it. And then there, like the epilogue, like to have him there too, like
oh gosh, yeah.
The epilogue, we have to talk about it later, but oh my god.
But
yeah, I cried. It's the first word I cried.
Tears. Immediate tears.
But yeah, no, I think she just does so well with writing really good side characters that you feel invested in and you don't feel like they're throwaway.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's some books you read or movies that you watch or something, and the side characters might be like enjoyable, but you're like, like they're throwaway characters. Like you're blink and you're fine without them. But I just feel like she writes like such great side characters that you only get a little bit of, but you feel so like attached. Like they are not throwaway. I need them forever.
Yeah. I also feel like what I think that she does really well, that maybe some authors are not always as great at, especially second books in a series where you've already followed one couple, when you bring them back in, sometimes they feel overwhelmingly part of the plot. And I still feel like Ryan and Indy were the main characters the entire time, even though we got a lot of Stevies and Sanders. So I really
feel completely different than they were in their own book.
Yeah,
like their vibe, not authentic. The way they act is completely changed, and I felt like they're very true to themselves as a couple and each other in the whole thing, without overshadowing Indy and Ryan. I thought it was fantastic.
I think I think I fall more in the Nikki category. Like with that, like a lot of times when I think like the other couples pop up, they almost feel like inorganic. Like they're paid actors. Like, you know, just like transplanted in there for a little blurb and then to like walk right out the door again, you know? And these ones just felt like, I don't know, normal.
Yeah.
You know,
like you're still in it from the beginning. Like it was just a solid continuation versus chopped up bits. So like even Indy and Ryan felt very true to themselves at how they did in Mile High. So it was like everything felt cohesive and like we were literally just flowing through the story versus, okay, well now we're slightly different because we're in their story and
nothing felt choppy. It all felt like it was meant to be. She wrote it very purposefully. I think that's what we said in the last book too. She was very purposeful about how she wrote her characters.
I think that's like with like again like that whole side character thing, whereas like in book 1, Indy and Ryan were side characters, but like she wrote them in a way that you felt attached. But then when you got more in there, like it really was like how Nikki said, like a continuation. It was almost just like the camera just went to another apartment. But this was still going on. Like, but you know, you're just getting a new POV of the time. I don't know. It's just
Definitely. I think it also helped, you know, because they're twins, Ryan and Stevie. Like we see how close they are from a different lens, so to speak, and it was just so adorable.
Wait, before that just reminded me for some reason of the daily updates.
She said, I unsubscribed.
I'm changing my number.
I loved the daily update in the epilogue though. She was like, "Girl, it's been 4 years."
She made a promise.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay, let me run through these comments. Favorite was the hero. Least favorite was Indy's ex-boyfriend. Ryan is my favorite so far. Besides Indy, Ryan, Rio, and my favorites are. Well, it was my favorite, and her friends were horrible. The ex, I literally cheated and then told her to forgive him.
What?
The friends. The friends were trying to hook him back like throughout the whole thing, and it's like,
honestly,
come on now, be for real.
Yeah. Or even, I think I literally wrote in my book, like, what a bitch, because like when she was like, "Oh, we would have invited you, but like, Alex was there." I'm like,
there was.
Obviously, they're not your friends.
Okay, I showed you had already gotten off.
Speaking of a cutie.
I don't know. Okay, have you seen Parks and Rec? Because I showed Nikki and Karina last night, but you had already gotten off the camera. But have you seen Parks and Rec?
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never watched it.
Well, for anybody out there who's seen Parks and Rec and knows John Ralphio, he always goes like, "the worst," like anytime. And I literally said the worst in my John Ralphio voice, like what it had to do with her friends. And then the very next page, it says, "Yucko bucko." Like, it's like I was disgusted.
I love that in your annotations, you're just as funny out of them as you are in them, because like I could never think of writing that in my book. Like when I write things down, I'm like, my heart, I want to vomit, and you're like, yucko bucko.
That was honestly one of the best compliments I've ever had in my life, because you called me funny.
You're hilarious, and you know it.
That's pretty hilarious.
Thank you so much. But I also do write things like my heart.
I feel like if I were to flip through your annotations, I'd be laughing more at your annotations than the book.
I don't know if you can see this one, but I said I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I was like, because I was so like, I was like, I'm gonna throw up.
What page is that on?
Page 229. It's on the same, on the other side from the worst.
You said 305?
229.
Oh, well, that was close.
Off.
When they were like, when Maggie was telling them like, I haven't seen Alex so torn up about this or whatever. He made one mistake. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Like, why are we defending him?
Yeah.
Right.
Why are we defending him? And why would you want your friend to go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know like people have had healthy and successful relationships after infidelity. Like, it's not like people cannot continue on in a healthy space. But like, if somebody is very clearly saying like, my line was crossed in a way that I'm not comfortable with going back in that situation, why are you trying to force her into it?
Mm-hmm.
It's giving major ick.
It's easier for them. It's easier for
Exactly.
Yeah.
Self-serving.
Yes, totally enjoyed the side characters. Thought they made the story more enjoyable. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she writes very relatable characters and super realistic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have real life problems with real life insecurities that are not just like caricatures of what people think
Yeah.
it should be. Love the side characters so much. Loved seeing Stevie and Xander's happy too. Oh, me too. Loved the daily updates. They were so funny. They were hilarious. Horrible friends. Yeah.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Favorite scene or moment throughout
Oh
the
my
book?
gosh. We just won? Or how many can we share?
Give the class a few examples for sure.
All of
I mean-
chapter 22.
Oh, chapter 22, honey.
I think collectively, was it page 308? No, 306. No, yeah. 308.
Yeah.
Really?
The whole book.
The whole book.
You want to explain what 308 is for those that saw and that don't mind spoilers?
No. Okay, so for I don't know at what point in the book we learn that Indy's dad is deaf. So when Ryan meets her parents, he, just quickly asks Stevie, he asked Indy how difficult it is for an adult to learn ASL. And on page 8, we see that he's been learning ASL for all this time. And it was just, it was a moment. I'm going to cry.
I was about to say, like, I will cry right now because
it was just amazing. Ugh.
And it was like not only that like he learned it, but just like how meaningful it is to somebody to be able to communicate, like that little girl.
Yes.
And how excited she was. And then like wanted to go to her parents because like somebody could talk to her and communicate.
That's exactly why for years I've been wanting to learn ASL. I mean, not.
I took a semester in college because I wanted to so bad, but then I stopped. It
is on my bucket list.
It's a lot.
Just like
we should learn.
We collectively should take classes together.
Yeah.
It was
Karina and I have been talking about it because I also like started to learn it, and then she was like, "Hey, I wanted to learn it too." And I was like, "We should do it." This is our time.
Doing really well like 2-3 years ago. I knew a lot, and then it's like a muscle. Once you forget it, you forget it.
Yeah, like if somebody like slowly goes through the alphabet, like if they really just want to like letter spell everything for me, I can get there. Mm-hmm. But like I took it, like I said, I took a semester in college, and if I would have, I'm mad at myself that I didn't keep going because like we had to do everything like in sign and had to like sign a whole story, like, and it's like you really had to learn how to like, we would like play games, like everything, like to just learn how to organically like, put it in there. Yeah. But like I struggled, don't get me wrong, like my teacher, thankfully, he also thought I was funny because I was struggling on those tests. But we should do it.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of the ASL, when he finally was able to tell her dad like that he loved her in sign language, bro, I was a sobbing mess.
The epilogue Is it in the epilogue?
Yeah,
That made me cry.
the kid.
Kids,
His
or that he's been learning or practicing how to ask her dad for her hand in marriage.
The first
so
question.
long.
He said the first question. So he's like, so you know I've been practicing.
Oh my god.
and just like
But kids learning took me out. That I was like, oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
and it just goes to show how, like you said, compassionate, I guess is the right term, is when he said, you know, learning how to talk to your family is the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Baseline, baby.
And I was like, exactly. But anyway, sorry. Okay, what are your guys' favorite moments?
We got stuck on that because it's so good.
What are other favorite moments?
For me, I really loved when he finally got vulnerable with her and told her his backstory.
Yeah.
Why he didn't trust people and why he was so closed off. I feel like that was very pivotal for them and extremely necessary. So I love that scene.
Like a teeny tiny, like there's literally the whole book. Okay, it's the whole book. And as we keep going through the questions, I feel like you will hear us talk about different things that obviously were like scenes that stood out to all of us. But even when he got hurt and like he had his headphones in the hospital and was just so shut off from everybody until Stevie moved out of the way and he saw Indy, and then he had to bite his lip because it was trembling, and then how she's just standing there and he grabs her hand because like he needed her to tether him to like
basically.
And then when he let go of her hand, I died. But it was just it's just everything was my favorite, but that was also one of them.
I'm sorry, I have to say also my favorite is when she checks out his butt on the floor.
Yes,
the first time.
Check it out my ass.
It's a good ass.
Okay, Nikki, go, Nikki.
I think I'm gonna use the scene where she goes to the clinic and finds out, or the doctors and finds out that he had already like paid for her treatments, because these girls saw me like ugly cry last night over it. And it was just like touching because he literally knew that was so important to her and her future, and he just took care of it. And I was just like, so I think an important moment for me in the story is him doing that.
And then when he explained, she was like, why did you pay for it? He was like, you didn't want your parents to pay for it, but you said that like I'm paying for my family too. And I was like,
she was like, you didn't want somebody paying for your family, but it's my family too, so I don't count.
Yeah.
Screaming, crying, going up. Because what?
It's just what a man.
What a man.
Yeah.
Truly what a man.
Honestly, the whole book is a favorite scene.
Whole book.
Yes.
My favorites, it's hard to choose. Yes. My favorite moment so far was when Xander's Ryan. It's okay with him marrying his sister. Yeah. That was I teared up in that moment too.
I love that it was like, I don't need your permission, but I would really like you to like be okay with this.
Yeah. OMG, I cried when he learned sign language so he could talk to her dad.
Oh, I feel like I'm on the verge of tears at any moment.
No one, not even her friends, in over 20 years, but he did it just for her.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alex literally was like, we have 22 years of history, and in those whole 22 years that you've been her friend and then her lover, and you couldn't even get to learn to talk to her family, like
Speaking of Alex, can I just quickly tell you guys my I think this might actually be my favorite scene because it's the one that I was actually looking forward to.
Let's hear it.
And in chapter 16, when they're outside, okay, and she's waiting for him to come out, and she's wearing his, she's in the little Chicago Devils gear, and Alex sees her, and he was like, Indy, and also small man energy because he had to stand on the curb to feel like superior because he was really a small man. And then
Lord Farquaad.
Come on now. The makeup is there. What? And so like when he was like talking to her and just kept trying to talk, and then Ryan was just like, oh, he sees her down bad. And he goes out there and he's like, oh, first off, kisses her. Because he don't do that.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, you're a fan? And then his friend Kevin couldn't stop himself. Kevin was like, bro, it's Ryan Shea. I'm going to get my signature while I think. And it was just like that moment of putting Alex in place. I was literally waiting for that moment for months. 4 months waiting for the day to get there. And honestly, like, they saw me as I went through like that chapter, and like chapter 22, I was like screaming, like silently on my own. But that one just is top tier. Because he saw her struggling. And he doesn't fake intimacy, even though he wants to say it was for the practice, it wasn't for the real. But like, it was just that, like, he put himself in a vulnerable position over and over again. But in that moment, like, made himself vulnerable to do something that he didn't want to do. For her, they just screaming.
Or when he's at the function and she's like dancing with Rio to get him jealous and on the floor, and then he comes up.
Oh my God, yes. Or when she's on a date.
Or when they're at the wedding and he was like, if you ever make her cry again.
Yes. The way he whispered into that man's ear, I said,
come on now. It was, and then it was the clink of the glass as he walked away. I said, the bar where he was like, don't you ever touch her again. And then when like she tried to like he slammed the car door because he like needed a moment to pull himself together. And then when she tried to get out, won't. He says don't, and I say I won't because
I've been having issues with live. For some reason, I'm catching up. No worries. Take your time. ASL scene was amazing. I love that they talked about Ryan loving Indy quietly. That's
my gosh.
Well, don't even get me started. Quietly, because her actions speak so loud. I loved it. Yes.
Wow.
Why?
Okay.
Well, who does that? I can't even get someone to take out the trash.
right.
Yeah. This is probably not a popular opinion, but the scene Ryan told Indy he was celibate was top tier for me because the angst in this book was so good, and I just tipped it over the edge.
It is a popular.
It was simmering.
It was simmering.
Me and Karina were talking about this because he says is Carl not letting me talk?
No, you're good.
You're good. We were scared for a second.
Yeah, we were.
Because he says he's celibate, but he masturbates.
Okay.
So it's not really being celibate.
I did research. I don't know how commendable the article I was reading, but I think that's okay from what I was reading. It's like voluntary, depending on the level the person wants to
commit.
Yeah. But apparently
where they set their boundary.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do agree the angst in this book, like in that scene in the kitchen where he gets the yogurt and then he was like, you don't want to play these games with me, Blue. I'll always win.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
And he did.
Yeah. He did.
The ASL moment I was thinking was when he asked Indy how to do sign name. Oh, the sign name! Oh, I sobbed at the sign name.
And also that her dad coupled protector with to make his sign name.
Yeah.
Vomited.
Yeah. Deceased. Yeah.
I'm also reading the book while you are talking about it. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Some amazing scenes. So many, literally. I love the quiet love part, and then she notices all the little things he does for that is my favorite quote in the entire book. I think that because it's so true. Because words are nothing if the actions don't back them up. And he was the epitome of actions speak louder than words because he loved her through his actions every single day.
Yeah. Every day.
Oh. Okay. Speaking of why did it stand out to you? Yeah. That was what is this? What did we call her? The Segway Queen? That should have been Karina's.
Gollum. Yes.
Let me decide which one I'm going to select.
Okay, Kehlani, I think you should go because you have yours that you want.
I do. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
too.
we just
306 for the class. 306. At the bottom. Sometimes quietest love is the loudest. Like, I know we've said it multiple times in this, but that quote literally took me out. It took me out. And then he says, she's like, you know, Indy, Ryan doesn't strike me as the type of man to be loud. He might not say it. He might not scream it from the rooftops. But I could bet good money that he would say it without words every single day. Cold coffee waiting for me in the fridge. Fresh flowers, though sometimes dead because he tried too hard to keep them alive. Sitting on the kitchen island for me at home every road trip. Making sure I have food I can eat. Even giving me time to process my conversation with Alex. Sometimes the quietest love is the loudest.
I'll
You're
cry.
making me cry right now.
I have to exit the stage.
We're just so emo. We're emo girls.
Emo girls. Emo.
God. It's just
Okay, Nikki, you have yours.
Yeah.
I do have mine. Page 363 for the class. At the bottom. And it says, this family I've created over the last year and a half is new in my life, but holds a weight far more significant than friends I kept for an entire lifetime.
Crying.
Sometimes history really means nothing when the right people walk into your life. And for me, I instantly thought of my besties because I've had relationships with people in my life for years, and they've never meant or have been so genuine and heartfelt that it's been with these girls. And so yeah, there's that.
As soon as I read that, I was like, wow. I was crying.
I was crying because I hadn't got there yet. Remember how like you guys were all kind of saying what you think, like what page your quote was going to be on. So when I read that, and then I saw that was Nikki's quote, because I remember Nikki said, this quote made me think of you guys. I was unwell last night.
I read it at 5 a.m. because we all stayed up. Oh, too damn.
There is truly nothing like this friendship. Like, I wish that everybody in the world was as lucky as we were to find like girls in our life that love us through it all. Like, God, how did we get so lucky?
I don't know, but I'm grateful.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm gonna ruin all the hard work.
Dana, your turn.
Go, Dana.
Please. Because I have a few. Do you want me to go?
We're a mess. We're a mess.
I had literally just said yesterday to Karina that I was like, I'm so grateful for such a safe space. Like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna throw up now. Okay. A quote you asked. Woo. Okay. Class to 374. There were a lot to choose from. And like one of them, I kind of had like two on this page that really were just like there. And well, there was more than two, but the first one that I was like, but we kind of already talked about was at the very end of 374 about now you didn't want your parents paying for that. You said you felt uncomfortable for someone else paying for you to start a family. What's going to be my family too, so I don't count. And I just feel like, like the reassurance and the fact that like he did this months ago, and he always respected like everything she wanted and like wished for, and the fact that like so many months ago he had already decided like this is my family, so it's one way this is going to work out somehow. But since we kind of already talked about that one, it's up further. It says, I think part of me will always want to hide away, but I want to hide here with you. And I don't know what that, I don't know if it broke something in me or healed something in me or did at the same time. I don't know. But that got me. And when he said, like, I'll fight for you forever, but I need you to fight for us too. I just, like, 374 was a gold mine. The whole book, I know, but
The whole book.
Yeah. It really was. Okay. I'd like to share 2 if that's okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is on 342. You know, us book girlies can understand. It says, how else would you get to live 1,000 lives in the span of only one? The beauty of fiction is that it makes you feel things on a visceral level. You can cry with those characters, laugh with them. It teaches, wow, why am I getting so emo?
I'm right now still thinking about this quote. So, and then this added on to it.
It says, okay, it teaches you to look at another's perspective, to have empathy. In nonfiction, you simply learn about something instead of feeling it. Wow, I hope that was as profound to everyone else, because that was like
definitely highlighted that one too.
Me too. Such a good quote.
Wow. Okay.
It's highlighted in my phone because LOL. But
Okay, and then I have like another paragraph long one on page 305. Because this was like right after Alex had his one-on-one conversation with Indy. And okay. I don't know why I'm so emo. I'm so sorry. But it says, I would also tell him that I was completely emotionless while sitting on that curb, but I was overwhelmed when he called me. I wasn't sad per se, but for the first time since things ended, I had the chance to mourn that relationship. The answers I'd been given gave me the opportunity to officially close that chapter in my life. In that moment, I grieved for the sad girl from months ago who needed those answers so badly, even though the woman I am now doesn't care about his whys. The tears didn't mean I wanted that life back. And I just thought that was so important, and like I don't feel like that's in books unless my goldfish brain is just forgetting everything I've ever read. But it's just like grieving a past self, you know, even if that's not something your present self desires. Like it applies to like all kinds of different situations. And I just love that moment. Okay.
No, you brought that one up.
That's a really good one.
That one's a good one because I don't think it's in books enough.
No.
Yeah.
Like really like having that moment of just like, because like, you know, there'll be like kind of like, I don't want to say like throwaway comments, but sometimes in books where it's kind of just like, I realized I didn't need that anymore. But like, I feel like this was like more of just like, it gave me that chance, but it definitely is not something that was necessary right now. And just that was mine. Sorry.
I was like looking around. I'm like, what's it mean?
But like, just like how it's like, I'm not even that same person anymore. Like that person that they needed those things. Like I've seen that like that was never what I needed.
Yeah.
Not that I don't need it anymore, but like I just never even like needed that. And like of like how like things are brought out. Like when there's like quotes where he talks about like how he never thought he would ever be able to have something, so he never wanted it or like stopped himself from wanting it. And and just like how she brought the color back to his life.
Can I talk about this one?
Yeah.
390 for the class.
390.
Yeah. And she says, first line, rent. It says, Blue, we already own the house outright. And she ignores me. I'm going to need at least 2 I love yous every morning and another before bed. I'm a bit needy, you know, words of affirmation and all that. And we should really build an in-home life and maybe a greenhouse in the back for winter. And then he says, I think I can handle that. Let's move on to rules. What about the rules? We live our happiest lives out here, you and me, even if it's just you and me, even if children aren't in our future. Remember, we are grateful that we have found each other. He says, deal.
Okay, talking about the kids though, the name perfection.
Iverson.
Like
Maybe.
the fact that like as soon as I saw Iverson, I was like, oh my god, one of the point guard goats. Like the fact that that was like what he named his baby just really sent me to orbit. And the fact that Navy is just like another blue.
It's so cute. As soon as Iverson was said in that book, I was done.
And can I just say, like, shout out to Liz Tomforde, for, like, really throwing in, like, not just writing, like, a sports romance, but really, like, doing some research as to, like, who people in the sport were, like, important and, like, brought them into where it felt like an actual, like, oh, you actually know a little bit of what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, one last one, I swear. All I can think about is seeing you smile and trying to be the reason you are.
That was a good one.
Oh, man.
What a man. All right, let's
okay, hold on. I want to talk about one other thing.
Go.
I gotta find it because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, page 20.
Page 20?
When Ryan comes out and she's crying, and this is when she just moves in, and he says in his head, he's giving himself a pep talk. He says say something nice, say something comforting. You're emotional. I laughed so hard at that. Perfect.
That was like the icebreaker, you know?
Yep, it was fantastic. And I've been obsessed with that little line since I started the book.
So good. Okay, listen. Hold on. Okay, there was like 2 things in the beginning that aren't like these like huge, massive like OMG quotes, but I was just like literally like the way that she's delusional like really spoke to my own.
I know
mental illness. But one of them was on page 27. He said, "You're pretty bold for someone who got here yesterday and still hasn't signed a lease, and you ask a lot of questions." And she said, "You think I'm pretty?" And I literally wrote, "Delulu is the Salulu." And then on page 47, when well, it starts on 46. When like he bought her the lavender sheets to go. First off, he bought her a bed. And then like the lavender sheets because she would like it, you know? And she's like, how much did it hurt you to buy something that wasn't black or white? And he's like, almost killed me. And she's like, is this your love language, gift giving? He said, nothing about this situation has to do with love, blue. And I put a heart on blue. You needed a bed. Don't think too much into it. And she's like, watch out, Ryan. You keep doing nice things for me, like cooking me breakfast and buying me bedding. And I'm going to think you want me to stay or something. And I literally always like out in real life, like I'm always be like, blah, 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 or something. And I said, when she was like, you're going to, I don't know if you guys can read it, but I said, going to, my Delulu self would have already started the Pinterest board. We would have been getting married on page 47. Book over. Happy ever after.
Happy ever after. Okay. On my Kindle, I highlighted this. She's the kind to seep into your veins and rewire your brain, making you say things you swore you never would.
What an amazing quote.
That's a great quote. Thank you, Amanda. That's a good one. Stop it. You guys are trying to make me sob, and we did. So right along with us.
Join the club.
Yeah. Love the book references so much. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, that scene where he was like, can I read one of your books? And she was like, what did she say? She's like,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what she said. She was like, oh, sweet God. Like something about like, I don't know. It was perfect. And then when he was like, that's one of the hottest things I've ever read. Why is it more? Why aren't more?
Right.
Talking about this. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like a how-to manual.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it was like a mafia romance.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when I saw mafia romance, I was like, what?
It was
said,
like, you know what it was? It was Brutal Prince. It was Brutal Prince.
Yeah.
It was
That's what I thought too. I was
That's
like,
I was
talking about Brutal Prince.
I was like,
wait, does
I
anyone know
read that.
Yeah. I was like, oh. I was about to be like, does she try to kill him with a strawberry or what?
Oh, there it is. It's on page 342. A mafia boss cuts a deal with another mafia boss using his daughter for payment. Marriage convenience, normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
So
Same thing as your quote, Karina, 342.
Yep.
This is practically a how-to manual on how to please a woman. How are more men not reading these?
I wrote exactly next to that.
Yeah. Can I just say, just on 26, it's not a full quote, but just when like they were talking or whatever, and then it says like what he asked without looking up at me, and it was like the fact that he already knew she was just like questioning stuff, and he just kept going about his business, and I was just like, I said without looking, screaming.
Okay. I feel like some of these questions we've already answered, so I'm gonna skip some of these. But what song came to mind when reading The Right Move? Anything?
I didn't even think of anything.
The playlist that she provided.
Playlist.
Oh. They're just so good.
Oh, so good.
What's that song by Khaled? I think it's like "Can We Just Talk." I just feel like that was like that would have been perfect.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap back to this one just because I want to get a little bit more in depth on this. What feelings did this book evoke for you?
Every feeling. Laughing,
the whole gambit.
sadness, joy, perfection.
Yeah,
There was
Makes me want to get married tomorrow. I don't know. I'm ready.
I'm going to the courthouse. Like it was like
Bring this book with you and be like, I would like to marry.
right.
This way.
It was like honestly
Somebody do 3D printing, please. I'll take it.
that part. Like because there was like anger when it came to like her ex and her friends. There was like I don't know. It was the whole gambit of every single emotion.
Her humor and Rio's humor was nice little change up. The emotions, I don't even know how to explain when, we found out he did all the things for her, like learning the sign language. It's overwhelming happiness is what a lot of it is, and love. And so, I mean, it was like every emotion got hit in this book.
Even like, I feel extreme sadness when he was like, but as soon as they put the baby in my arms, I knew it wasn't mine.
Oh my God. That was
devastating.
That broke me. Like, that was extremely sad. I feel like, she really, I mean, even this was the same in the last book. She hits all the emotions, but balances it all so well.
She's got like humor, hard discussions, toxic relationship,
honestly,
healthy relationship, friendships. Like there's just so many amazing things.
She just had depictions of so many different things. Like Karina said, like healthy relationships to be like, wow, like you guys are really figuring it out. It's not perfect, but you're figuring it out. And then depictions of just like really terrible situations. But like what Kaylani was talking about, like that line where it's like, it was like when he said, when I held her daughter, like not our daughter, when I held her daughter, and I instantly knew, and it was like, oh. And then when he talks about the house of like how, or like when he talks about how it's like he's past that part of like knowing that like that wasn't the time for him to be a father or whatever, but just that what lingered with him is that like just like that never being able to trust that somebody's not using you for what they think they can get from you. And it was like, oh.
Or even the wallpaper that was painted yellow. Like he was living in this prison of a life that he thought he was never going to have. Like how devastating.
It's devastating, yeah.
And then he said, now that she's not here, I despise it even more than I ever did. Screaming.
Seriously.
Okay. But it evoked every emotion.
Everything. Yeah. Yes, I worry about you and that stresses me out. You practically shit a rainbow all over my apartment, which gave me an ulcer, but when you're home, I don't feel like I have to put on a show. I have a hard time with new people. I'm sure you know that by now, but with you, I can be myself, and that might seem like nothing to anyone else, but to me, it's everything. Oh. Another fantastic quote, Amanda.
Can we talk about how he said, I would give you everything? And you know how we feel about that. The opposite of nothing. Give you everything.
He hit your button right there. That was it.
Girl, I was done.
And the fact that he's doing it in the bedroom so that you could take those connotations in a lot of ways, but you know he means everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, hold on. Can we just talk about him in the bedroom really quick before we move on? This man.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Hype on me. You can take it.
He hit
Anytime, any day.
it was like every single phrase.
Yeah.
And,
I
like
think he told her to kneel at one point.
Huh?
He said kneel. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. I need you to look good on your knees for me.
Or how like he was like, I'd love to have her say my name, but I'd rather her scream it or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, when she said, "Oh my God," and he was like, "Who are you praying to?" or whatever. She's like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
You say my name. I'm screaming.
Like he was, and like the hand bracket.
I literally wrote on one of these pages. I said, "Hand necklace." I was.
It was just
It was great. It was great. Okay,
a
sorry.
good time.
The
We
praise.
had to talk about it at least
It was
once.
The praise would be the end of me.
Not to be a cliche, but this book overall had me swooning. Yes, that's what we
Same.
love to hear.
We love to see it.
from
Honestly.
start to finish.
A roller coaster of emotions. Yep. That's my new favorite quote. All the emotions were felt in this one for sure. Hi, Clint. So I take it everyone swooned with this one. I love that for you, ladies. Yeah, we did.
100%.
Yeah, at one point
Stars across the board.
I wrote, have you guys seen Anchorman?
Yeah.
And you know, he's like, I'm in a glass cage of emotions. I wrote that in here because I was like, I'm emoting too hard right now. I can't handle it.
I could literally reread this right now.
No,
Like,
seriously.
stay in the world forever.
It's so good.
When he told her that she liked to be praised, that one got me. It got me.
I was like,
talked
yes,
about that
please.
We talked about that last night when I read that chapter because you guys were already like so far ahead of me, and so when I got to that chapter and I was like reading those quotes to you guys, I was like, oh my God.
And then there's a chapter in here where I kept like writing things like right above I don't remember what he was saying, but I was like, yes, sis, me too.
Yeah,
Same.
I said a lot of sames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point I said, Indy, same sis, same.
And then I think I wrote, because I like in my head I put how is this man even, but like I was gonna write how is he real, but he isn't. Which is depressing.
Oh,
When he said, let me watch you, I said,
okay. On page 325,
going.
I wrote same sis to this. When Indy said, I love controlling Ryan, but unhinged Ryan makes me weak.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
like, same sis.
Yes.
Or even this line, I think it's cute. I think it's cute. You think you'll be able to speak while I'm pounding into you.
Yeah.
And
I
then
put
she said,
sweet
I
cheese
can't
juice underneath it because that was a good line.
Yeah. It was for me. It was like when he was like, "Are you gonna ask?" Like, and then he would just stand there till she rephrased as a question.
Oh my gosh. We didn't even talk really about Indy staying at Rio's place and how Ryan was like,
Slept in the
I'm going to send food over because you
Yeah.
obviously don't have vegetarian food. And he
Yeah.
slept outside.
And
As he should.
As he
Yeah.
should. I slept outside, and then even when he brought the food to the campsite,
I just scrolled through a page. Not scrolled, like I'm on my phone. I just flipped through a page and I got to page 328 when she was like, you don't have to ask. His laugh is dark.
ooh,
It's not a world in which we exist that you want to ask for permission once you've already given it. You act like I don't know you, but I've learned you, Blue. I see how wet you get when I tell you what to do. You want me to boss you around, and you want the praise when you meet the challenge. You don't need me to beg for you out loud because you already know how fucking weak I am for you.
and then 2 little spots down. Screaming. Screaming.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. And anybody that's got the book,
Yeah, we could read that one. Hello, Melissa.
Hey.
Can you guys hear my freaking phone going off? I'm so sorry.
No.
Not disturb. I'm still reading Clint, but yes, already swooning. Good. Oh, I'm glad everyone loved it. Like, truly, this was the win we needed. This is the win we needed.
Yeah, especially Nikki.
Yeah.
I feel loving it, but this one was like from page 1.
Yeah.
Instead.
Honestly, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kaylani, did we go through the questions?
Oh, I'm sorry. There are still more questions. I just got
there was one that I just wanted to know if anybody thought of the.
I was gonna ask you guys. Are you talking about the adaptation?
Yes, because I've got.
Okay, good. Because I was trying to Google and nothing was popping up for me.
Okay,
that I wanted.
Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
So for Indy, and this is not just because I'm full blown a Swiftie now, but truly the way that described her about being tall and how it's like she couldn't wear heels with Alex because, like, God forbid she was the same height of him or even taller than him, and like Swift she's a taller girl, like she's like 5'10".
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and like, you know, now she's with a man who's tall, and like people comment about how like now she just gets to wear heels, and like they're like she gets to be bejeweled.
Hey.
Okay. And so it's like, and then but also when they talk about the blonde hair, long legs, but they kept talking about her like red lipstick and how he was really going feral for that red lipstick, and everybody knows T Swift is a red lip girl. But then when it came for him, right, this one requires a slight, like the base work, but then we have to change it a little bit. Okay, so a young Michael Ealy with the eyes, right? Make him a little taller. Like he has to be a little taller and a little more buff, you know. But I was like, oh, that's Ryan Shea.
He did pop through my head, believe it or not.
I love him.
I think it's like the ocean eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time that was brought up, I was like,
you want to know who I thought of?
Yes.
What's that guy from Grey's Anatomy?
Oh,
Dempsey?
No,
yeah. Is that his name?
Yeah.
No, his name is
his character name is Jackson Avery.
Oh my god.
Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Jesse Williams. That's who came to mind for me.
So the Jesse Williams, because of the freckles and the eyes, but he would have to have like it's hard, like he never grows his hair out, so you have to take like a Michael Ealy fade with the curls on top.
Yeah.
Transplant that onto Jesse Williams with the freckles and the eyes. Make them a little bit taller and gotta add some muscle.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Dreams.
And I'm sure there's
wait. What about this? He does grow his hair out a little, and I don't know if I love the beard, but just bare. Oh wait! I think I found it. Hold on. Nobody move.
Wow.
She said sit, and I'm sad. So
we're on the edge.
Cannot wait.
Oh, it's so small. Hold on. Oh, it's even smaller.
Oh.
The hair?
Yes.
I can see that.
And he does have beautiful eyes.
He has gorgeous eyes. And then I'm telling you, you just add a few more inches and make him
a little bit more muscle. Yeah.
Go to the gym and
you just haven't deactivated.
Yes. And it would be perfect.
Yeah.
I almost had my thumb up there. You saw it, like
I know, I saw that.
You're hiding.
Well, you know, last night how it popped up out of nowhere. It's because you were holding your pen like this, like by your face, and it a thumbs up.
Wow! When it hit me with the balloons, it scared me because I was not ready for that.
Oh my goodness!
I don't agree with the T Swift. For me, I don't
think so either.
I can't see T Swift.
Body maybe.
Body, but like a different face.
Because she has brown eyes.
Yeah. I was more so saying with like the blonde hair, like tall,
it's like the physical
red lips. Yeah. Not like a perfect, like stand-in for it, but just the red lip and being tall and not being able to wear heels. I feel like it's something people talk about her so much that it like I was like, oh my god, look at this coming to life.
I don't really know. Like, it's hard to find like a person that I would like be like, yeah, that's her. You know?
I feel like last time we were trying to think while we were reading so hard about like who we could like see in those roles.
Mm-hmm. What's the actress from that chess show on Netflix? I don't know her name.
A
You know
chess
what I'm talking about? This, I don't know her name, but this girl.
Oh,
I don't know her name either.
Let me. Does anyone know? Let me know. But I'm researching.
Do you know
Something
who I
Gambit?
kind of want to envision, but I know it's not right? Is Margot Robbie.
she came across my brain too.
Mhm.
But I also was like, it's not right. But she
Not
popped
right.
in too.
Anya,
She's
But
too
like
harsh,
close.
like, in the face, I think, is for me.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Who? Nikki?
Margot Robbie, I feel like she's like too angle. Like I feel
Yeah, she has too much.
when I think of indie, I think of like soft features.
Yeah.
So like more like a Florence Pugh face.
Oh my god, I'm literally
Okay.
staring at Florence Pugh right now. I was literally
Yeah.
about to see her.
Okay, so take Florence Pugh like with the softness of because she's so freaking cutie. Like
Yeah.
the softness and about like her cry face would be so good for indie.
Yeah.
Because Florence Pugh has this like kind of like lip tremble that like you just know she's about to cry.
Yeah.
But then put her on like the height of
Taylor
T
Swift.
Swift with a red lip, and we have indie.
We
We
do.
just gotta merge those two.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm glad we figured. But I feel like there has to be somebody that like fits the Ryan. Like, can we go look at basketball players? There's gotta be somebody out there that looks good, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot, but I really think Jesse Williams with the freckles
Yeah.
and the you
Yeah.
just gotta buff him up a bit.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, let's see. Hold on, let's see. I missed some comments. Okay, comparing a character to the queen. I need to read this now. Yeah, Jesse Williams is stunning.
Oh god, Jackson Avery had me in a chokehold.
He is, but the thing is, I don't like him outside of the role.
Yeah, I know he's not everybody's favorite outside, but Jackson Avery.
Yeah,
had me
Jackson
by
Avery as a character,
choke.
that man. Ooh! Totally agree, Nikki. I can see that. Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy is great.
Oh, Benny.
Interesting.
That's actually she's got softer features too.
She does, yeah.
She's tall. Oh my gosh. I could see that.
Yeah, I could totally. Actually, this image with red lip.
Yeah.
Put it up. Put it up on
I'm
the
doing.
screen.
I'm
I
going.
feel like she's tall too.
Yeah.
She is.
Maybe she is the one.
Maybe.
Is
What
tall.
a great
I don't see her.
suggestion.
Oh shit! Shit! I just want the one screen. There we go. With the red lip and the hair, softer features.
Now that Florence is in my mind, it's Florence's face.
I think Florence.
Now that Florence is in my head, I don't think I'll be able to get over. She's just so perfect. Like I'm upset. I love her.
We
Whoa.
not. What did you say to me? Blake Lively. I don't think Blake Lively fits either.
I
His face
personally
is
don't see it.
Interesting.
shapely. I think it really does have to be the softer features. Like the cut.
So,
The
yeah.
cut can't be that harsh.
But don't get me wrong. All of these people that everyone's naming, stunning.
Right.
It's just like in my head now that I see Florence with like the soft like. Ugh.
Yeah, she has more of like a rounder cheek face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like fits Indy really.
And I
really
just
well.
really think because in her role she plays the little emo moment so well, and Indy is an emo girl. Like I can't stop just now thinking of her.
So that movie that she's recently in, the horror, where she's really dressed up like hair, like you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That movie that she was in, that gives me indie vibes, but like transport it into present day.
Ooh, okay.
Is it? You said she's working on it?
No, it's the one that she just came out with. It has Harry Styles in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
something
It's like-
darling.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or she's like really like put together, you know?
Yeah, it's like
Stepford Wives. Don't
yes,
worry.
yeah. Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling. Ray says hi. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Hi.
All right, let's run through the rest of these questions real quick. I feel like we already answered this. Would you consider rereading?
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
Today, tomorrow,
1000%.
right now.
Wow. Are there any other books that The Right Move reminds you of?
No, it's a
I feel
unicorn.
like it stands in a league of its own.
I think just because she hit things and did them so well rounded makes it feel like it's standing kind of on an island on its own in a great way.
Yeah.
For sure. After reading another book by Liz Tomforde, what question would you ask her if you had the chance? What's your address so we can send you an edible arrangement?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
Where can we send the edible arrangement
Mhm.
from the Swoony readers?
Also, when are we getting the reprint of their story?
Oh, yeah, that and is Rio gonna be book 4 or 5? I just want to know.
And you get us a laser cut printout of Ryan Shea.
Life size.
Life size.
Also, who inspired Ryan Shea? Like,
Yeah, I want to know
life
who she shaped her
that
character.
was giving you the Ryan Shea vibes, because hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Where can I meet him?
Come on now.
Would you fall for either of the leads?
Oh yeah.
Ryan Shea is everything I am now, so yeah.
I would also fall for Indy. She truly.
Indy was so great. Like, I literally would love to have Indy in the girl gang. Like, she is like, she's like
so
one of
funny.
those 10 toes down type of friends. Like,
Yeah.
she's riding with you through whatever.
Mhm.
And of course, the very most important question for this book club: did you swoon?
Yeah.
Oh. From
Yes.
page 1 to the end. Just
Honestly.
kidding. But yeah.
I'd say 100% we all swooned, and 100% we all got 5-star vibes so early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a universal crack open the book. Wow, 5 stars? Okay.
Okay, somebody else recommended somebody down in the comments. Kendrick Sampson.
He also looked very good.
He does have the eyes. He doesn't really have the hair, but he does have the eyes.
Can you show us?
He has the
pulling
height
it up right now.
So it's like, if you could merge him with,
Oh, I can see that.
I think if you could merge him with
Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams because of the freckles, like, I really think we'd be onto something, honestly.
This is actually a great
good
pick. He does
contender.
really. I feel like his
Great
face shape
choice.
fits a little bit better, and the eyes are gorgeous.
Yep.
I like
Yeah.
this choice.
You could probably play some b-ball, I feel like.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
He has very, like, angular, like, he works out like it's his job.
But I also feel like if like this was ever adapted into an actual movie and he was the cast, like I would not be upset. Like I would be very
Not at all. I would not be upset at all. I would be sat and stuck watching it.
hell yeah.
Full attention.
Well,
Especially when he's
full
camping.
attention, especially if chapter 22 ever made it to the big screen.
Oh my.
And 33.
See, I would ask where she gets her inspiration for her characters. Yep.
Yeah.
I would fall for Ryan hard. Heck yeah, I'm already swooning. And yes to a reread, and yes to Ryan, and yes to swooning. It's a yes all the way around.
Yes.
Oh,
For us all.
okay. I'm gonna text you guys something really quick before we get off, because hold on.
I'm just going through the rest of the questions. I want to
Yeah.
make sure we didn't miss anything.
Okay.
We didn't really talk about the book cover. What did you think of the book cover? Did it convey what this book is about?
I'm with it, because it's all about, like, I think the hold that the city had on his mental health,
Yeah.
because like how his doorman was like, the 4 years you've lived here, you haven't lived here, you've been watched, and like the city played a big part, I think, in all of that.
Also, I didn't really realize, but the back does have a basketball court on it, and I'm obsessed.
Yes, it
Is it not? What is that?
It's a
Part of
basketball
court.
Yeah, I think it wraps around.
Yeah, it's in the front.
Wraps around.
Oh, I didn't even see the rim.
Yeah, you can see the hoop on the back.
Yeah.
Stunning. Stunning.
It's just the sunset.
The
Like,
sunset.
what? Or is that yeah?
Sun.
Either one. It's amazing.
But like also the blues in here that pop
Yeah.
remind me of blue. I think it's a great.
I really
What an allegory.
just aesthetically, absolutely. And then I think also like I was saying, like with the story, just like how the city played such a big part in so much.
Did anyone else, when Ryan Shea said the right move?
Yeah,
Girl,
And I was like,
I
the right move.
Did it?
I
And then
bracketed that one so fast.
Highlight.
ooh.
yeah,
It's at the very
was.
end.
Yeah.
Like, I think that sounds like the right move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
I just love
Yeah. Okay.
when there's like fun moments with the title.
Yeah.
Same. Can I just say though, just one last quote, just because when I was looking for that, but on 396, where he said, I bought this house for her to host, for her to have as many people over as she likes. I'm sure I'll continue to be a bit of a lone wolf, to want my time alone as long as that time alone includes her. But Indy, as much as she's learned to be content in the quiet, will always be a social butterfly. I didn't buy this place to hide her away from the entire world. I bought it so she could bring our world to us. And I just love that he did try to change it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Can we talk about one more quote?
Yeah.
It's at the very, very end when he says, oh, by the way, Tay told everyone that you're scoring 100 points tonight, so it might be kind of embarrassing if you don't follow through. He laughs. I'll do what I can. His eyes rake over his jersey I'm wearing. You look good wearing our last name, Miss Shay. She says it back at you 5.
Yeah. I like how she tied that right back around.
Yeah.
This book will forever be on the brain, you know?
Yeah.
Love the colors. I adore the cover. Same. Oh,
I adore everything.
I missed a few. Have you ever guys watched the movie on Passion Flix? Have you guys ever watched any of the movies on Passion Flix? I think you would love them. I have not. Loved Indy's personality so much. Me too. Swooned so hard.
They're just a beautiful couple.
They
Just
were.
the way they elevate each other, but you know. And early on I wrote like as an annotation, I was like, Indy deserves this love. Anyways.
Oh, okay. Stop it. It was, you said early on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There was one where I was like instantly so sad on page 7 when Stevie was asking Ryan like if you know Indy could live there, and you know how he was like no. And then on page 7 where she was just telling her like, you know, her parents moved to Florida, blah blah blah, and then it says she needs a win. I put so simple but it hit so hard. Like it was like she was hit, like just trampled on, and it was like she needs a win. Like she needs a win.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The quote that Nikki was talking about like friendship, I don't know if you guys read the dedication, but one of the things in this book is finding friendships that fill your cup instead of draining it. Thank you for being the people who fill mine. Yeah, and I have that like highlighted and underlined.
It's so good.
Okay,
I have a quote that I have to find because I feel like it's the epitome of how you should, you know, apologize to somebody. Not apologize, but like now I can't find it.
like take accountability.
I think I found it. I just want to make sure that this is the right page. Also, can we just talk about page 212? And she's like, do you have any pickup lines? And he said, nah, I'd rather pin you down and pick you up.
That was so good. I literally wrote Ryan Shea like at that part.
Oh, shoot. Now I can't freaking find it, and it's going to piss me off.
Do you remember what words are in it? Because then I can find it on the Kindle version.
Yeah.
It's when after the conversation, and he's like going on and on about like how much he like loves her or whatever, and he says like something about like loving you out loud, and then she's like, I never thought you would stop talking or something like that, you know. And he's like going on and on and on, and she's like, Ryan.
Well, it's at the end because I think I have that highlighted too.
Oh yeah, it's after the. Okay, here it is. I found it. It's on page 360. I want you, Indy. I want us. I want our little life we built, even when we thought we were pretending. I want you in our house because you made it a home. I want your mess and your chaos. I want your genuine smiles, the ones you wear when you're around my sister, the hockey team, and me. I want you happy. I want to be the reason you are. I want you to choose me. I understand what I'm competing against. I know I don't have your history, but I want your future. You deserve the grand gestures, the big moments. I'm not great at making a show. I don't like the attention, but if that's what you need to understand how much I want you in my life, I'll do it. Fuck, I should have done this in front of a crowd or standing in the rain or something. Romantic instead of hiding away and saying it. God, I'm telling you that you're the best thing that's ever come into my life while hiding in a random room with a terrible carpet and shitty wallpaper.
There's so many good moments. Like we could talk about this for hours.
Truly, every page. Turn to a page. Got it.
Yeah.
So next month we have an unofficial little read going because next month is the Swoony reader's pick is A Love Letter to Whiskey, but the four of us will be reading Caught Up by Liz Tomforde. If anybody wants to join like a chat, we can make like a little Instagram group. If anybody wants to chat with us like as we read that, just let us know. You can always like message any of us or like the Swoony readers if you're not sure, but we plan on reading Caught Up in November to just kind of continue on our Windy City vibes.
Yeah. Keep the good vibes going.
Just while everyone's here, this is the book club pick for the month of November. A Love Letter with
chunky.
By Kandi Steiner.
This is awkward.
Why is yours shiny?
Is yours not?
No, mine's matte.
Oh, great. Just rub it in.
You got a matte one.
I could have lived my whole life without.
Honestly, because now what is mine?
Sorry.
The Zon or what? In person?
I got it off Amazon, but I bought it a lot longer ago than you.
Did you say the Zon?
Yeah, because we don't need to say it out loud. You know what I mean?
Ugh,
wow, that makes me really sickening.
Mine's shiny.
What? I don't know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, y'all do yours.
I'm really sad right now.
I know.
Mine's not that shiny.
I'm so sorry. I should have just kept quiet. I just thought it was strange. Sorry.
But speaking of A Love Letter to Whiskey, are you guys ready for the giveaway?
Yes.
We are.
Yeah. This has been on my TBR for months, like almost a year at this point, and I've been wanting to read it, but I'm scared.
I heard it's.
And go through it together.
Emo, just as emo. Well, it might be more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But everyone that's in the chat is definitely taking part in the giveaway. So let me go ahead and do the little wheel. Yeah. Oh.
Who is it?
It is Miss Liz.
Yeah.
Okay, I see your comment, but
do you want a physical?
You did win the giveaway.
Yeah.
Liz, congrats.
It's a physical. Would you like the audio? We could also send you
the audio too.
The audio. Let us know.
Whatever version you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see. Did some people want us to add them to?
Oh yeah, let me go back and go through the comments.
We got a little.
Corinne left early. She had to go, but she really enjoyed spooning with us.
Thank
you for being vulnerable with us. I'm glad you loved it.
Wow. Thank you guys for being here.
So sweet.
Clint is just talking about some of the quotes. Caught Up. I'll get the Kindle version. Sounds fun. I'll definitely be reading Caught Up. So that's at least 3 people right there. Clint is talking about A Love Letter to Whiskey because we have the audiobook, so he's going to join us there.
Yes.
She's going to reread A Love Letter to Whiskey.
She already read it. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, congrats.
Woohoo! Add me. I want to read Caught Up with y'all. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
we have Amanda, Amber, Liz, and
I
is there
think
anybody else?
Christy. Yeah,
That's
Christy.
fun, yeah.
I'll ask Corinne too if she wants to.
I was gonna say Corinne probably will. I know she had to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, Liz, please do let us know which version you want. Also, please keep in mind for this book, if you were to look up this book on Amazon, there are 2 editions. There is the bigger, chunkier edition, which is the 5th anniversary edition. This has a novella included. And then you can also get the original edition that's shorter. It looks very different. It has like the 2 people on the cover. So just let us know if you do want a physical, which one you want.
Yeah.
We are all reading this edition, obviously, as you saw, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Are we for purpose of the live show? Are we gonna just
We'll probably just talk about the book, not
right?
the
Yeah,
novella.
I don't think because not everybody's gonna have that
Gonna
this
have it,
version.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm probably not going to read it just to keep my
honestly,
brain
like I'm
separate.
probably gonna save this for like another time in life, and I'll
Look
be
how thick it is without.
Yeah, because this is like a nice thick chunk of a book. So
Wait, what page does it stop? Do you know?
yeah, the book stops on page 374, and
Wow.
then Love Whiskey starts.
Wait, 374?
Um,
When does okay, I understand. The novella's at the back. I thought it was at the beginning. I was so confused.
No, so sorry. No, yeah. So it's A Love Letter to Whiskey, and then on page 375 it starts. I don't know if you can see it. Love Whiskey.
That is so
Got it.
cute.
Very cute.
Can we talk about how it's the shortest pick yet? Hallelujah.
Thank God.
And the writing on the page is quite big.
Even better.
Praise be to He, because thank you, Lord.
This is the edition that has the novella. It is the white edition. It says it 5th anniversary on it. This is the edition that we're all reading, but again, we're not reading the novella just to keep our talk spoiler free without the novella, but we can always read after. I believe the audiobook that we have has the novella included, so we can always go back.
There's a little buzzword on the front that says angst. So just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Also,
I was about to say one last thing.
We're planning a fun possible little weekend, a holiday weekend in December with some fun activities and things. So you guys can just like hang out with us if you want. I don't know what else you want to say.
So we wanted to put our live show like mid-month time just because we know holiday festivities. But we thought we would make kind of like a cutie like sleepover moment. So hopefully people are excited with us and to be on the lookout in the next coming weeks for a fun announcement.
Yep.
From all your Swoony readers.
Also, I did leave everybody linked down below in the description, so please make sure if you're not already following the besties on Instagram as well as the Swoony Readers Instagram, please go follow us. Any changes, any updates, any fun announcements will be held on there. It's definitely a great place to keep up with us. So just make sure you go follow the Instagram if you are not already.
Yeah.
Yay. And then Liz, just let us know how you would like, if you would like a physical or audio. And then if anybody wants to read Caught Up with us, that's kind of like an unofficial read. Yeah. So far we have Amanda, Amber, Liz, Christy, most likely Corinne, and then I think Tara, or definitely reading Caught Up, I think she said. So yeah.
Tara said that she'll hopefully join us for the live show because she's already read Love Letter to Whiskey. And then Clint said yes. definitely looking forward to this announcement. So you're coming to London.
We are too.
I mean,
If only.
yeah, if I could afford it. Maybe one day.
One day.
Okay, I know we talk about this every time, but imagine a group trip to London.
Wow.
It's on my bucket
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could just hit up all the spots, you know?
I don't know, I think I told you guys, I've already decided, like, in the summer when you guys are no longer in school,
Yeah.
I'm flying. I'm leaving.
Woo!
I'm coming right to you.
Heck yeah.
I'm running.
What fun. We'll have to do something.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't approve this. It didn't get approved by management, but I'm coming.
I think
You
that's
are welcome.
a hard yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
All right. I think that we've ran through all the questions and all the comments. Is there any other last final things you guys wanted to say about the book, about next month?
I'm excited to cry next month.
Just what a great book. Yeah,
I'm excited for Kai.
it was a great book.
Single dad.
Me too. As soon as we got his description,
Yeah.
come on now.
Clark Kent. That plays
Clark
Come on
Kent.
now.
Player. Oh god.
Ready.
I am so ready.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I have room. We'll be there. Liz,
Don't tempt us, Liz. Don't tempt us.
seriously.
Bye.
On the bucket list for sure.
We will say yes. His vote has been vetoed. Yeah, true.
Management. Veto.
I'll fill you out all my thoughts when I finish the book. Yes, please. We'd like
Yes.
to hear your thoughts.
Definitely.
All right, friends. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us for another fantastic chat about another wonderful freaking book.
Yeah.
We're excited to join you guys all again next month. Make sure to stay tuned for Instagram to see the live show and reading sprint dates for November, since we have not figured that out just yet. So, and then if you have any questions, hit us up on Instagram. But other than that, we love you all so much.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out and swimming with us.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Love. Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
one. Thanks for being here.